Okay, so as I started to explain in class, ran out of time, of course, but so the idea here is that we're looking at a box and whisker plot. There were 12 varieties of flowering plants. There are 5 pieces of data on the box and whisker plot, and they line up with numbers on the graph. So I want to identify each of the pieces for you. So the first piece, get the pencil. The first piece is this lower thing, and that's called the lower extreme. Okay, that's just our smallest number within the data set. Okay, so what I do is I take a line straight down and I try to line that up the best I can. And it looks like it's somewhere in between 16 and 17. So let's say that we're at 16.5. And again, that's not perfect, but you get the idea of the lowest number. Well, if we're talking about blooms, we aren't usually talking about halves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to round it up to the next number of blooms up. So we're going to say that's 17. All right, then I take this one and I line it up best I can straight down. Looks like that lands at 21. And that is called our lower quartile. Quartile just means a quarter of the data. So lower quartile. Okay, and these names aren't something you're going to draw on every box and whisker plot, but you need to understand what they mean so that when they ask you questions, what does the lower quartile mean? What does the lower extreme mean? And so on. You can answer those. So this line right here represents the median, and that's technically the middle of the data, but remember that it's not necessarily exactly in the middle of this box. And the reason for that is that sometimes we have more data to the right of that that's heavier. So there's bigger numbers to the right than we have smaller numbers to the left. And I line that up again. Okay, and the median can be partway in between. As you noticed in class when we did the gallery walk, you see that sometimes we end up with a 0.5, and that's the same issue we run into here. So there's 25, 26, 27.5. Our upper quartile is the next dot. And that lines up with, looks like we again have a decimal. So that lines up with 32.5. Now all I'm doing is I'm finding these pieces of information to answer the questions that are down below. And then it looks like our upper extreme, and again, it's just our biggest number. So that means that one of the plant varieties produced 38 blooms, blossoms, however you look at them, okay? So now that we have those 5 pieces of information, then we look at the questions that are being asked. So what is the maximum number of flowers bloomed? Well, that's our upper extreme. So we write a 38 here. Write the third quartile. Well, sometimes that upper quartile is referred to as the third quartile. And then this lower quartile is the first. Okay, so we have a first and a third quartile. The median would be the second quartile or half the data. When we're writing the third quartile, all we're doing is copying down that number that's lined up with the upper quartile. And what is the median of the given data? That's the middle. That's the line that, if you look at the 5 dots, it's the center of the 5 dots. Okay, even if it's not directly in the center, like if you measured both directions with a ruler, it wouldn't fall directly in the center. It's considered our median. And so that median is 27.5. So when you have 12 pieces of data, as we noticed in class, anytime we have an even number of data, there's going to be 2 numbers that we put together, add them, and divide by 2 in order to get our median. And that's what happened with this situation here. So you may have had 27 and 28 as our 2 numbers that were in the middle of the set of data. We add them together and divide by 2, we get 27.5. Okay, so that's how we do that type of problem. And we're interpreting the second problem, which is a long track running race, 6,000 meters. Practice session was taken up by different athletes from various countries. The time in seconds are tracked and a box and whisker plot is made. Read the plot and answer the questions. So again, we're just lining up numbers. Okay, so I take that lower extreme, LE, the lower quartile, LQ. I'm going to write that out, median. The upper quartile, that's a Q, and the upper extreme. Okay, so our lower extreme looks like it lines up right here, and that would be 792. I think they're accounting by twos. Yeah, that makes sense, because 790, no, it does not make sense. Let me erase one of those numbers. It actually is 794, I believe. 792, 4, 6, 8, 800. I think I had it right the first time. That was 792. Each line is being counted as 2. So that is 792. And then we line this one up straight down. And we're going to call that 802. Okay, again, this line right here being 800. So the next line over, 2 more than that, 802. 810, 820 puts us right there, 2224. So our median is 824. Our upper quartile looks like it falls right in between. So this is 830, this is 840, 842, we'll call it 843. Falls right in between 2 lines. And then finally our upper extreme. And that upper extreme looks like it lands at 750, 2, 4, 6, 8. So, sorry, 858, I said 7. 858. Now they're asking us some different questions. Okay, what is the interquartile range? So that just means the distance from the lower quartile to the upper quartile. So anytime you talk about a range, we're talking about a subtraction problem. So we're going to take 843 and subtract 802, and that gives us 41. So the range between the lower quartile and the upper quartile is 41. Write the first quartile from the given plot. The first quartile is that lower quartile. So that is 802. And what is the range of the data? The entire set of data. So again, range is highest number minus lowest number. Okay? So when we subtract those, we get 64. And again, that's not me being a math whiz. I just happen to remember that it ends up being 64. Okay? So that is the idea. And please don't hesitate to ask me more questions. Okay? If you need any more help, feel free to ask. When you come in on Tuesday, if you still have questions, just ask me right away at the beginning of the day, and we'll get that taken care of. All right, we'll see you on Tuesday.